I make converting content. So I got interrupted mid-take and I needed to post this because that last video that I just posted was made a while back and it really was making me cringe. So gotta get y'all some value out. Something that I recently put together and developed was the 3 pillars to converting content, because I was struggling to make content. I was like, how do I make stuff that converts, that isn't just entertaining, that isn't just me throwing content out into the void without knowing what it's gonna do? I need to be able to wake up every day or at least every week on a consistent basis and know how to make content that converts. So I just got to writing and figured it out. And I realized something that was consistent among them. They kind of fit into 3 pillars. So the 3 pillars to converting content are, I'm calling them psychology or psychological. I'll say psychology, showcase, and personalize. So the first one has to do with how you're shifting the beliefs of your ideal client avatar and how you're just touching in with exactly where they are and how they feel, like in their own head. So this starts with just their pain and dream outcome. You know the pains of what they're going through. It's like, okay, either they're fat or skinny, they don't like the way they look, they don't like that they don't get any attention from girls, they think that they're a shell of who they're supposed to be. Just when they look in the mirror, it just doesn't seem right, whatever it may be, right? So you're going to talk to that. You're going to speak on that. You're going to show how you understand it and you get it, because ideally your ideal client avatar has a lot of similarity to your past self. You're going to talk about the dream outcome that they want to achieve, right? They want to be either absolutely huge or crazy lean, or be able to lift crazy amounts of weight, or be able to do cool, like, calisthenic skills. They want to be confident in themselves. They want to look in the mirror and be like, okay, I see what we're dealing with. They have certain dreams that they want for their body, right? You can even translate it to money. Yeah, you look better. Usually people are going to be able to see that discipline, that commitment, that willingness to show up even when you don't want to, and be like, oh, okay, nah, this guy can handle it, and you might make more money. All kinds of stuff. You're going to paint that. Then you're going to go into belief shifting as well. With that, this isn't separate, okay? Belief shifting is just, okay, they have certain beliefs that are stopping them from achieving the body that they want, right? It's like, oh, I'm not a motivated person, or I'm not a this person, or I'm not a that person, or, oh, this is too hard, or I don't know if this is worth it. And it's your job to shift those beliefs, not through saying, you're wrong, here's what's right, but usually through using an if statement. Those work so well. You should. If you want this, you should know this, or you should have this. That way you're not telling them, you're not commanding them, you're not being that person. Just like I can say, if you want to be able to make converting content consistently and not have to wonder, oh, is this going to work? You should probably use these 3 pillars of converting content. I'm not going to tell you what to do, and I'm not going to tell you that it's perfect, because it's not yet. I've not organized it at all, but it works. So you're basically shifting the beliefs without having to shove them or push them or force them. The best way to do this is to associate something that they already believe in strongly with this new belief. Like to attach something that's already the way they currently think with this new way of thinking, so that they confirm it and they're like, okay, wait, no, that makes sense. So that's belief shifting. Then objection handling, which is just a different kind of belief shifting. That's all objection handling is. If you're on call with a client, they're like, oh, I don't know, I need to think about it. Or I need to go talk to so-and-so. A lot of times it's either them being indecisive, them not thinking they can move forward if there's one barrier, them not wanting to take responsibility for their own choices, so they're going to go to someone else. These are all beliefs to shift, so that when they hop on call, they're going to be, since you've already shifted these beliefs, they're going to be like, yeah, no, it might not be easy, but I'm ready to move forward. Let's get the body of my dreams. Let's go. And you want to shift those in content as much as possible, because less work for you on call. So yeah, belief shifting, objection handling, handle their doubts. This is also beliefs. It's like, oh, I doubt this. These are just different ways of tackling belief shifting, right? Misconceptions they have, fears they have. So that's the psychological side. One, you're targeting the exact situation of that ideal client avatar and what they're going through. You're talking about their pain or their dream. Your belief shifting, ways you're doing that, objection handling, dealing with their doubts, their misconceptions, and their fears. The second part, showcasing. This is where a lot of the basic stuff of converting content that everyone talks about comes in, right? You hear about, testimonials and providing value, right? That's what people say. show your testimonials and provide them value, which is a little misleading, I'm going to be honest with you, because you don't want to coach them through content. Well, no, you can, but you don't want that to be your focus. Because if you just focus on coaching them through content, what is the purpose of your program? You know what I mean? They won't understand or see how there's more value. So that's what you're showing. You're going to showcase your offer, what you offer in the program. I help X person get to X results using X mechanism without X thing that they don't like. Then you're going to go into the pillars of that. Okay, yeah, you don't need to talk about accountability, but you can. You definitely can. You can talk about the accountability, how like sometimes, sometimes you just need, I don't know what that was. Sometimes you just need someone to hold your hand, to help you there until you can move on your own. You can use the analogy of them brushing their teeth. They didn't want to do it when they were little. Okay, Ham, we're not going to pay attention to that. Dang, no, I'm losing it. All right, cool. So how they were brushing their teeth when they were little and their parents were making them brush their teeth, and now they do it on their own just because they had the accountability in the past and aren't using it now because they've developed it themselves. That's what Alex Hormozi uses in his calls, or at least used to. Noise in the back. Showcase your offer, showcase the pillars of your offer. You can showcase a singular pillar, just talk about that, go in depth about that. You can show proof and testimonials, like everyone says, of course, but that's not all you have when showing proof that you know what you're talking about. You can also show small wins. It doesn't have to be a full testimonial. It can be your client woke up and is like, I have so much energy today this morning because I worked out last night, or something like that. Like some new renewed confidence in themselves because they know they're consistent right now with their workouts. Anything that shows that just being in the program is becoming a win for them, much less, well, or at least even though they haven't reached where they want to be. You can show the process in motion. So it doesn't have to be a win. It can just be what's happening. Like, what is the client going through? What are you going through? You can show yourself in motion because, hey, I'm guessing you're still in the gym, right? You may have achieved what they're trying to achieve. You might be the person who's there. But you can also show how you're still building out your body. You're still becoming more fit, more healthy, right? Because they want to know, okay, when I achieve it, what next? Right? So you're showing, the sensei is still getting better, right? You can straight up teach about the process. I'm talking whiteboard, bing, bang, boom, like exactly what does what. With all of this, you do want to have a level of focus on the dream, the outcome, what they want to achieve, the point B. We're talking about how they're going from point A to point B. Rather than as much of the process, you can, yes, include that, educate them, provide that value, but we're also trying to convince someone to finally make a change. That's what this is about. Okay, that's what this belief shifting is. They have a limiting belief stopping them. That's back in the first one, the psychological pillar. They have things limiting them. You're trying to remove that so they can finally make a change and get the body that they want, right? So make sure to also talk about, this will get you the thing. Like, this is something you should look at, not as just, this is some new information. No, this will help you get to your dream outcome. Pay attention. So yeah, you can showcase it from big wins, small wins, your wins, client wins, just going through the process, not even just wins, just the bad stuff you're going through. Because then guess what happens when you overcome it? Because you're probably not going to stop. You've been working out for this long, right? Or even with the business as well. It's just an amount of transparency about your processes and your clients' processes so that they have confidence in the fact that they work because they're working. Even if they're currently failing and you're documenting that, it's the fact that you're probably not going to quit. And when you fix it, they're like, okay, no, they've also been through failures and fixed it. So it's even more like solid. It's not going to fail. And then the very last pillar is personal. That's where you talk about your values, your habits, your hobbies, your mission as a human being in this world, and the mission of your business as well. And then just how life is going for you right now. This is where you approach KLT, right? You're trying to have your audience know, like, and trust you. Being transparent sells. You as a human being sells. Because if they want to have the body you have, right? especially in fitness. Like, personal branding is so important. They want to have the body you have. They want to have the physique. They want to have the health. So if you showcase everything else about you, even though it might not be the main thing that they want, it shows that you're a human being. Like, it shows how real you are having achieved this thing that to them is a dream. Do you remember when your body was a dream? So showcasing, yeah, no, I'm living life. This is how it is. They're going to be looking up at you like, oh my gosh, wow, I want that. I want that for me. And that's not just persuasion, but it helps them trust you, know, like, and trust you. They like you because you have what they have and you're sharing how you got it. They trust you because you're sharing how you got it and who you are right now, who you've been, what you're going through. It's like, man, like, this guy kind of feels weird. I feel like I know too much about him. He's displayed through the psychological pillar that he knows me and everything about me. But through that last pillar, he's showing us enough of him that, like, hop on call. We could probably have a cool conversation. Like, he gets what I'm going through. I pretty much understand the dude at this point. Like, now the only thing in the way is just that second pillar of showcase where I learn about his offer and like how he's helping clients and what he's doing with himself and just having an understanding of the situation in a way that persuades me so that I want to have a piece. So those are the 3 pillars. You do those, and you don't need to do all of them in every piece of content. That's insane. You don't need to do like one whole section. You can literally walk down and be like, okay. It's hard to see because I write in cursive and this isn't organized well yet, but it's like, okay, what am I going to do? My values. Okay, what do I value a lot? You just talk about how you approach and understand discipline. Because funny enough, people usually don't define discipline. So it's still not an old thing to talk about because people don't usually give it a straightforward definition. You can go straight into what it means to you. That's value. Let me go here. Okay, teach process. All right, let me teach based on how I approach the gym. And yes, people can get information on workouts online anywhere for free. So if you're going to do something that has to do with educating on your process and it's gym work, it has to be heavily based on how you as a human being approach it. So think about your personal connection to working out. Like for me, with calisthenics, I like right there outside on that deck, I used to rig my pull-up bar up to like something and I'd be working out way too late at night. And I thought I was in like an anime or something. Like, no one's out here. It's just me. It's just me. Like, and it's dark. No one's there. So part of what motivated me, like, in working out was I felt like I was in the trenches. Like, I was in the dungeon. I was doing it. Like, no one was there. It was just me versus me. Like, I enjoyed that. I was like, come on now. Come on now. So just sharing those type of things when you're talking about just like hypertrophy, right? Because people can learn about that anywhere. You have to attach it to yourself. A lot of times you gotta attach every pillar. You can still seed in a little bit from every single one. But if you're coming downstairs or going to your laptop or going to your phone or whatever, you're about to make some content, you're like, oh, what do I make it on? Stack some pillars, stack some points from each pillar, stuff that I've talked about, whether that's offer, specifically pillars, your habits and hobbies, whether that's objection handling. You can stack some, but if you're like, I don't know, you still want to get that content out there, just pick one. Just pick one. It's going to help. Just pick one. So yeah, that's the 3 pillars of converting content. Let me work on that last one, right? So as for me, I'm going to Paris literally today. Oh my gosh. Wanted to drop this for y'all. That's dope. I'm going to Paris today. Y'all are going to get some great content out of that probably. And yeah, it's going to be a blast. We're going to have a little house. And it's going to rain for the first like 3 to 4 days. But past that, we're going to be there for like 2 weeks. So it's going to be beautiful regardless. But yeah, those are 3 pillars of converting content. Probably catch y'all back in Paris when I'm in Paris. And yeah, have a good one. Peace. Oh yeah, and if you're a fitness coach who's going through this, right, you're maybe stuck at 2 to 5K, you don't really know exactly how to scale past it, at least without putting in an insane amount of work where you're just slaving away and having your business, having your life built around your business rather than your business built around your life. The mechanism that we use, the pillars of our offer, focuses on doing that, creating a business around your life, so that it's not just you being a workaholic all the time. You're not doing tons of outbound DMs. We have a simple 3-pillar process. It's offer, where we optimize your offer, because that's really the foundation of any kind of 10K a month business or any coaching business, much less fitness coaching business. That's like 80% of it. Then we help you get traffic, so you're not doing tons of outbound, slaving away. Tried that, hated it, really did not like it. So one simple, cheap IG ad that's hyper targeted to your ideal client avatar, which in the program we help you with. We basically do it for you. No, we pretty much do it for you. And then lastly is just a simple setting and sales process to take that traffic, which is coming in on demand. It's an ad, so it's not like you're working for that. So you can kind of just coach while your business runs. You can focus on doing your job, which is the marketing of just presenting your offer, like, hey, this is what I do, this is who I am, and actually coaching your clients. You're not slaving away at your business. You can live your life. If this is a lifestyle business, you should be able to run it like one. And that's how we help fitness coaches. So if you want to know more about that or want that, go over to our Instagram, talk more about it as well, and DM us. Yeah, peace.